Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase pricing and availability questions concerning this watch. And this watch is a fascinating 2025 update of a model originally launched in 2012 from Otsuka Lotec. This is the number 5 Kai. Kai in Japanese means change, and indeed, if you saw the original one from 2012, the only thing that's really obvious and shared between the two is the design of the case. The original version of this featured one large vertical bridge with discs for the hours and minutes and small running seconds in the center. It also had a mineral crystal and was made of 303 steel versus 316 here. This is an all-new satellite hours display, completely distinct from the original number 5. This is a unique statement. Shiro Katayama, the genius design engineer and watchmaker behind Otsuka Lotec, decided that this was the best way to portray time in a dynamic form, as everything is in constant motion, the seconds, the satellite, the hours themselves, while acknowledging that previous wandering hour and satellite pieces from the likes of Arnold & Son, Openworked, and most notably Audemars Piguet in the 90s have sort of laid down the template for what a satellite hours should look like in the modern era. Now, in 316L steel, the number 5 Kai is 40.5 millimeters in diameter, and you can see a lot of the thickness is tied up in this glass box sapphire crystal. It is now a sapphire, no longer mineral. The total watch is still just 12.3 millimeters thick as I measure it. 47.4 lug-to-lug. It's got a broad 22 millimeter spacing between the lugs. Katayama, an industrial designer, before getting into the watch business back in 2008, he's come along slowly, although he's gained quite a bit of speed in recent years as the tempo of his output has increased. Once sort of a best kept secret inside of Japan, the company is now much more international. On my wrist, the watch wears well. The strap's a little bit new and stiff, not broken in, so I'm compressing my wrist a bit. We'll zoom out a bit to give you a better sense of proportion, wrist to hand to arm and watch. And it's pretty short across the wrist, so I would say even if you're a lady, as long as your wrist is more flat across the top than round, this is actually going to wear just fine, especially as the strap breaks in. I could see this wearing adequately on a 13.5 centimeter circumference wrist and really well on any wrist larger than 14 centimeters. Taking a look in profile, first of all, note the monoblock case construction. Second, that it should be easy to get a cuff to ramp up and over this sloped case flank. As you can see here, a combination of rubberized surfaces and stuffing, bolstering character lines. You can see these two tunnels or strakes that run from the well-integrated junction with the case all the way to the strap itself. And you can see in profile, cut and lacquered for refinement, Otsuka Lotec. Otsuka refers to the location in the Tokyo metro area. Lotec is basically just a play on the English term low tech, as these are all mechanical timepieces, and that's the general idea. You can see it's got a simple, self-explanatory pin buckle, and there's one feature, I guess, worth shouting out. By the way, it's polished on the underside for some reason. It has an elevated bridge so that the strap mostly sits in the buckle rather than stacking up beneath it. The case is a lovely piece. Now, I call it a monoblock because there's no separate bezel from the mid-case. The mid-case and the bezel are all one piece. And then there's a pretty seamless, almost totally smooth transition. It's hard to even feel the joint between the case and the crystal, which is hugely vaulted to clear the satellite. Getting really close, you can see we have a knurled but unbranded crown, 30 meters water resistant. Turn it all over. You can see we have a screwed in case back, and we have a little note that this is made in Tokyo, Japan, and we have both English and kanji here. I guess katakana is maybe what it's also called, but the kanji is very simple. It just says Otsuka model number 5 and Tokyo. So the brand, the location, and then the model. And there's a little bit of controversy about using Japanese characters on a watch. I've had some folks who are Japanese collectors say it's a little bit of a pander to Western audiences, oddly, because most high-end Japanese watchmakers would always use English. And I thought that was an interesting perspective, that perhaps Otsuka Lotec now understands it has a prolific overseas audience that expects it to play up the Japanese national character. As you can see, we've got a lot of decoration on these surfaces, not necessarily autologerie, but texturing that is attractive and does break up the many different plane surfaces and components. So you can see we have this sort of solarization on the carousel, and then you can see a much rougher satination on the satellites themselves, media blast on the base below that, and then a satin finished scale for the time. We also have brushed substructures, then we have our running seconds. Here's your brushed substructure right there. We may as well operate this thing because it's always easier to understand in motion. You could see engine turning, and this is our little scrolling seconds display. Note that when I am in setting mode here, the seconds display stops, so this Miyota-based movement does have hacking seconds. It's a fun thing to watch, and it's a simple thing to read. You can see the red designating the beginning of the time scale up at the top. That's the purpose of the red. So now it's 4, because 4 is indicating 0, 0. Now follow that. 410. 420, just like that, and so on and so forth. So it's a linear scale that's read adjacent to the current hour, and the outgoing hour gives way to an incoming hour. And you could see that there are springs and jumpers that allow these elements to rotate on the opposite side of the dial in sequence. And you can see through to the base movement underneath the carousel. The carousel is a unique item created by Katayama and his collaborators at Precision Watch Tokyo, a company overseen by Hajime Asaoka, one of the great Japanese masters, and one of the master watchmakers in the world, because quite frankly, he is Japan's answer to Andreas Streller, building watches of all descriptions under his own name and others, as well as becoming a prolific industrialist and supplier of everything from parts to engineering services to other watchmakers. So Asaoka is behind the conception of some of the more complicated elements of the Otsuka Lotec watches, and especially now with watches like the 9, that's really going to be bit more prominent as they have taken a huge step forward in complexity and sophistication. Out back, you can visualize the Miyota 90S5 automatic winding, 40-hour power reserve, 4 Hertz, 25 joules. It's got the stop seconds function, and then it's got all of the other satellite elements on the dial side. And of course, Miyota is a Japanese movement from the extended citizen group, so it fits the national origin and image of the watch and the brand. And I really do like to emphasize just how boxed and dramatic that sapphire is. Some people will ask, so let me clarify that there really is no lume here. And then the other thing I'll mention is a nice design element. Katayama comes from industrial design, including automobiles, and so everything is very carefully thought out. There is a little recess underneath the lug that allows the strap to be sort of countersunk, so as it moves around, there's no gap, there's no daylight between strap and case, and it's a wonderful feel. We have the suede, sort of leatherized top and the rubberized bottom of the strap. It's a great feel, super supple against the skin, clearly a well-selected, thoughtfully considered part. And then the brushed finish across the watch, consistent with a timepiece that is almost completely satin, matte, snailed, and media blasted. Look even at the screws, which on almost any other watch will be blued or polished and then blued. And here, those two are satinated in ways that are thoughtfully oriented to the point that when you get close, you realize that each one has been circular brushed, not merely brushed. It's a very carefully considered watch by a born designer and a master of his craft. Katayama does do watchmaking. He's not simply outsourcing this to Precision Watch Tokyo. He's a combination designer engineer, watchmaker, and when necessary, collaborator. But I would say the design vision in particular is all him. So reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.